Show you is the route of Rhinog Fawr, the route that we did. We stayed at Portmaddock. It's about half an hour drive. What you can see from here, from the top of Rhinog Fawr, is a beautiful view out to the sea, to the west, and to the east. You can see something really amazing as well. So what I just want to focus on is first of all the routes. As you're coming down on the A470, you take a right turn onto this path which goes through farmland. It's really beautiful over here. And then you get to a forest. Now, we basically took a route that went all the way around the summit over here. But once you get to the top, you get a spectacular view, again, out to the sea, out to the west, out to the east. You can see this entire forest, which is absolutely massive. And you can also see the farmland over here and this minor road which goes all the way out to the A470. So it really is quite spectacular what you can see. So let's just have a little zoom in, and then we can go into some more detail about how to approach this. I would strongly advise not to do this in bad weather. I'll explain why in a second. So again, you could park the car just over here, and our route took us, so I'll just show you that. So we went just over here, like through the forest, and then as you come out the forest, you're always heading in a westerly direction. You come out to the open area, which is very obvious as you come out the forest, and then what you do is that you start to notice some high land over here and over here as well. You can't actually see Rhinog Fawr from this position. It's obscured by this, so you kind of go through. There's a very difficult path to see, but it kind of, you go over a wall and then you just veer sharply to the left, and it kind of meanders upwards quite steeply at this point. And then it kind of goes quite gently over here. This is a nice path. And over here, this area, you're going to be encountering some rocks and things you have to be quite careful about. You can really stick your foot down quite deep and twist your ankle, so you've got to be careful at this section over here. And then once you hit the lake, you can have a nice rest. It's a beautiful lake. However, what you do is that if you're following the lake round to the west, you have to step over loads of boulders, so you have to take this very slowly, and you can easily fall in the lake, so you have to be quite careful there. And then as you go past, the paths here are very undefined, so it's quite difficult to see what you're doing. You have to kind of go here, you hit this black solid line, which is a wall, and then you can follow it all the way up. Again, it's hard to see if there's any path actually there. I don't think there is. And then after this section, you can basically follow it round, keep following the wall, and then the idea is that you then go to the east, and then up the summit over here. These paths were so difficult to actually find that we ended up overshooting, and we went all the way round the summit to somewhere probably around over here, and then we went up this way. But these paths are very difficult to see, so I think an off-piste route is really the only option. Just follow the contours up to the summit, but again, this is not something you want to be doing in bad weather, because the paths are very hard to find, and I would imagine it would be extremely easy to get lost. If you get lost over here and you start following the contours down, you can end up in serious trouble. You might be following the contours all the way down over here, getting really, really, really lost, and not a good idea at all to do. So anyway, we followed it all the way up to the top. Beautiful views again, and then coming off, we thought we'd go east along this path, reasonably okay, and then the path starts to disappear, and we got completely lost. So we ended up kind of just going down the summit. There are lots of boulders over here, quite dangerous in bad conditions to do. I would not recommend doing this even in good conditions. You have to watch every single step you take. There's some very steep parts over here as well. We had to take this very slowly, and it was a little bit scary. So we came all the way off, and then we finally bumped into this path over here, and then we just followed it. We thought we were in the clear, We entered the, there's a gate that takes you through this wall, enter the forest, and we got lost again. The paths here start off quite well defined and then they just disappear. They're really, really terrible paths, to be honest. Almost don't exist, I would say, even. So we kind of just got lost. We were trying to follow the GPS route back, which saved our life, really. And then when we got over here, it was almost pitch black. We were on torches. We heard the sound of the stream, which was over here, and then we just followed it. And then we finally found this path, which we originally came up on, and then we followed this round all the way to the car over here. So we were very pleased to be back. But anyway, this was our experience, and I'm going to show you the video now and hope you enjoy.
Pasta and baked beans for supper.
What was that supposed to mean? Why is it cold? I thought it wouldn't be cold. Wait, I'm going to wear my hat. Such a meme. I'm screenshotting it. Such a meme.
Okay, so we're about to head up the summit Rhinog Fawr, I think, Golf Whiskey, November Whiskey 023. It's 2,360 feet. And we're setting off now. It's 8:30 in the morning. Weather's looking very good. Forecast is good. So we'll see how it goes. Currently 440 meters, heading up to 710. We're about to turn west into the more steeper ascent. So far so good. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, about an hour and a half after the sun has risen. So that's where we're up to at the moment.
God. Wow.
Whichever.
Yeah, I can't find my glove.
No, I know, but what hand? Left or right? Because I've got a Adidas one.
So it's absolutely so peaceful here, so quiet. Okay, so we've just made it to the side of Rhinog Fawr, how we pronounce it, and the views are spectacular. The visibility is really, really good, and this is the view from the top. So this is just the setup that I have over here. So I have my phone that I'm doing the logging on, but I'm recording it anyway, so I can always check that. It's important just to always have a timestamp as well, just so you know when made. Obviously I made it myself, but I cut it so that it doesn't have any slag, or hardly any, so it's no wastage, and it literally goes all the way to the top, just like that.
Sorry? Good. Yeah. You guys all together?
Lots.
Whiskey 7, Juliet, Uniform Echo, Roger.
Yes, there were quite a few.
Whiskey 4, Zulu, Papa, Lima.
Golf Whiskey 4, Zulu, Papa, Lima.
Happy New Year, you're 5 and 9, 59. Echo India 7, Hotel Delta Bravo.
Echo India. This is from Ireland. This is a station from Ireland.
It's dry, and for Ireland that's a big plus. Whiskey 0, India, Echo, Papa. We spoke a couple of days ago when you were on Taliban. The QTH here is Sanroost, which is approximately 4 miles from Bettersacoid.
From Mike Whiskey 0, Alpha Alpha Golf Stroke Portable.
Top 5 Sierra Hotel Oscar. Juliet Uniform Echo.
Juliet.
My name is Julian. My home QTH is Island of Anglesey, Roger.
Island of Anglesey, yes, I actually drove there yesterday. Summit to summit, please go ahead.
Yeah, no problem, Adrian. I recognise. Have you did do a YouTube video on Canterbury yourself?
Yes, that's me. That's absolutely me. I did that one a couple of years ago, I think. But yes, definitely. Back to you.
Yes, I just recognise the voice, and it's just put to one of my favourites about Canterbury. Yeah, it's Golf 5 Sierra Hotel Oscar. Operator name is Simon Sierra India Mike Oscar November QSL.
Yes, no worries. I just missed the first 2 guesses.
Golf 5 Sierra Hotel Oscar. Thank you, Adrian. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Glad I hung on. And yes, just looking at your QRZ page, it's fabulous. You've got some real good information on there, and some real good things that you've had a go at. So top marks to you for that one. And stay safe. All the very, very best to you and yours for this coming year, and very much look forward to speaking to you again when you're up on the next hill. Take care.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 contacts. So that's quite good. Might have a little walk, do some footage from a few different angles, and then maybe start pulling things down. The other thing that I thought I'd talk about as well is how I've actually attached this. This is really, really secure to the to this plate, to the base, to the trig point over here. And I've done that by using one of these fasteners, which I think you could. I mean, they use these for attaching wheels to cars and things, and when they're being towed away. These are really, really incredible once you know how to use them. The first time I used this, I got really frustrated because I thought it was really difficult to use, and I just tossed it away in the bag. But I went back to my hotel, I tried using this, and I got some practice with it. They are amazing, and they are very, very, very easy to use once you know how to do it. So you basically just feed it in, wrap it round until it's roughly the length that you want, and then you start with the fastener, and this can get extremely tight with extreme tension. I mean, this is nowhere near as tight as it could go, but this is just not going to move anywhere. This is really, really, really secure. You can use this in very, very high winds. So I highly recommend the way that this is attached to a thing. Obviously, you need some kind of wall or something to wrap it round, something on the base which is very secure. But if you do, it's really great, and it goes all the way up into the air. Very easy to set up.